Welcome to Spaghetti on the Wall. I'm your host, Armando Leduc. We're here to explore the realms of business, marketing, and life. Ready to make ideas stick and grow them into something great? Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Managing Partners Podcast, where law firm leaders learn to think bigger. I'm Kevin Daisy. Let's jump in.
Hi, my name is Brian Ajoles, and you are listening to the Spaghetti on the Wall and Managing Partners podcast. We are live at the NTL Summit here in Miami, and I'm standing with Jason Hennessy. And Jason, you said you're involved in digital marketing, correct?
Yeah. So this has been coming to this conference for probably over a decade. It's great because you see a lot of familiar faces that you don't just see on a regular basis. Sometimes you watch videos of them. And so this is like the one event that most people come to, and you get to have lunch and hang out with people. But it's awesome. I love National Travelers.
Awesome.
Yes.
And coming for the last 10 years, as you have you seen sort of a shift at the conference, or like any changes for better, or maybe not so much?
I would say it's fun to kind of watch people that come here and they don't know anybody. Like I'm talking like coming here 10 years ago and watching like Michael Mogul from Crisp, like here setting up his own booth, right? And then years later, many years later, watching his business kind of grow and accelerate to the point that it is now. And so that's it, just kind of seeing people come here, get their start, and then nurture it. And just, it's just fun. I love seeing people succeed.
Absolutely. Yeah. Seeing that continued growth over the years. I mean, that is a really cool thing. And to be able to befriend people and kind of root for them and cheer them on.
That's right.
So off camera, you had talked a little bit about some upcoming acquisitions. Yeah. And can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So, my agency is called Hennessy Digital. You can just back up a second. So we do digital marketing for law firms. I've been doing SEO since 2001. I've been working with law firms since 2008. And so over the last 10 years, been building up this agency. We recently got acquired by a group called Herringbone Digital, which is backed by private equity. And so a lot of people thought that once I got acquired, that Jason Hennessy is going to just go and live on an island and not be seen anymore. Couldn't be further from the truth. Here I am talking to you, right? I'm still showing up at these events, still motivated. I'm still the CEO of my company. I'm also on the board of Herringbone Digital. And so now we're actually going out and we're being very strategic with different companies that we're trying to acquire. The first acquisition that we did is CJ Advertising, which is very well known in the space. They work with some of the biggest firms in the country. They do TV media buys. And so we're so proud to kind of have Chad, Mickey, and the whole team over there. And then recently, just last week, we announced that we acquired Herringbone Digital acquired Blue Shark Digital, which is was a friendly competitor of ours. And so we're just honored to kind of be all wearing the same jerseys now.
Yeah.
So,
well, congratulations on those acquisitions. I mean, it sounds like some big things coming on the horizon.
Yes.
And where do you see it moving forward? Do you have like any sort of goals for yourself or the company?
Yeah. So our goal, truthfully, is to continue to grow by way of just organic growth, finding new customers, going to conferences and stuff like this, but also growing by way of acquisition still. So part of the reason why I'm here is to meet people that we might want to acquire and start to plant some of those seeds now so that when the time is right, we can bring them into our portfolio. And our goal is to grow to the point where we're like 500 million in top line revenue with about 100 million in EBITDA. And then we'll probably exit to a larger private equity group, I would say. Yeah.
And is there sort of an ideal candidate that if anybody's out there who might be interested in like becoming acquired?
Yeah. So I would say, we're talking on a law firm podcast. That's one vertical that we're in. So legal is one. Home services is another, dental is another, and then elective medicine like chiropractors and plastic surgeons. So those are the 4 different verticals that we service. But if you're watching this podcast and you've got a business and you're looking at getting potentially acquired at some point in the near future, for us specifically, we're looking at, probably about $1 million in EBITDA, maybe up to like 8 to 10 million in EBITDA. That's probably our sweet spot. If you're just a little bit under, still would love to talk with you. So, maybe reach out and maybe we can have some conversations, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
So yeah, it sounds like sort of the goal here is to meet some of those potential candidates who would be interested in.
Sometimes it's not even meeting them. Like seriously, like I've been in this space for so long that I know a lot of the major players in the space. So sometimes it's not meeting them. It's trying to convince them that, hey, we'd love to work with you. What do you think about coming on board? And then from there, I make the introduction to our merger and acquisition team. They start having the conversation, and then who knows, maybe 6-7 months later, it materializes into them being part of our portfolio. So it's maybe I meet somebody new, that's great, but sometimes I'm here strategically to try to convince somebody to maybe look at selling to us.
And well, when you're not at the conference here, is there anything that you're looking forward to while you're here in Miami?
So I've got a couple clients here. So I went and spent a day with one of my clients. I came in 2 days early because of the snow. I probably wouldn't have gotten here because I live in Nashville now. And so we got snowed in. And so it was great to be in Miami. And so I went out to Fort Lauderdale, hung out with a couple clients. That was great. Miami has so many amazing restaurants. And so I always look at, going to Carbone's or, Rayo's here attached to the hotel. So many great restaurants. You can't beat Miami with that, Yeah.
And I love Nashville too. I actually have family up there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's such a cool city.
Oh,
and to see how it's grown like over the years is just incredible.
So many people are moving to Nashville right now. It's crazy. I think a lot of people exiting other states. Like I came from California. I was in Los Angeles before that. And so people are selling homes in LA and being able to buy a lot more with their money in Tennessee. So for sure. Yeah.
Well, Jason, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Hey, thank you.
Today.
I appreciate that. It's such a pleasure. Yeah.
And thank you for listening to the Spaghetti on the Wall and Managing Partners podcast. And if you want to get in touch with Jason, what's the best way for them to do that?
LinkedIn, Instagram, Jason Hennessy. You can find me wherever.
And there it is.
Yep. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. That went well.
Awesome. Yeah.